Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Thompson for the triple. Misses there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Here is Livingston. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Rush out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Anderson Varejao. Then there's Ian Clark. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Here's Clark out to the right wing. And Varejao kicks to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Dallas ball.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lee's checked in. The Mavericks shooting 41% for the game. To the paint. Puts up the baby hook. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Felton. Count it from 12. Felton's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Mavs. Golden State's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. No good from Clark. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And we've seen Dallas just be fantastic since the start of the new millennium. Year in and year out, they seem to always win 50 games. Hit that mark again last season.
Anderson, he's checked in for Jeremy Evans. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Varejao. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Well, last season they won 50, Greg, as you just said. That marked Clark the 12th time. It happened since 2000.
Well, clearly this franchise has been committed to winning. I mean, you hear that from a lot of franchises, but they often aren't willing to take the risk that the Mavericks take. The Mavs do a good job of putting their money where their mouth is.
Now here is Harris. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
And you know what? No need to catch it in a situation like that. He's got terrifically soft hands, and that finish doesn't allow the defense to react. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row. from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Rush's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Mesri, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Here's Clark. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Dishes to Spates. It's hauled in by Felton. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The feed now to Powell. 14 feet away. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Clark. Spates with it. Now Felton defending. No good from Clark. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Nice shot by Felton.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
To the inside, Barbosa. It's deflected. Fast break, Dallas. The 17-footer. Misses off the left iron.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Clark, guarded by Harris. Rush outside. That's good.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Rush. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Dallas. And the Warriors also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Livingston dishes to Spates. Here's Rush. He's covered by Anderson. Rush gets the bucket. Rush has got 7 now in this quarter. Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Powell, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
So we can't get either to fall.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Azili, and that one goes long. Azili's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Harrison Barnes. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Free throw good, Livingston.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Free throw good, Livingston.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Here's Rush. He kicks it to Clark. The shot. Drops one in from the wing.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything. And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Deflects the pass.
Dallas foul called. Dwight Howard. That's his second personal foul.
Six seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment, and we know that that's going to, put us in good position to win every single night. As if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry, and I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job, guys. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
we know.